found to be able to survive all those atrocities and consequences of the Holocaust was essentially to find purpose in every circumstance. So when all the Nazis, the SS officers were lining people in two columns, one on the left, one on the right, the ones on the left, just one SS officer in front of each of the columns, selecting people, right, left and right. The ones on the right would go straight to work. They were selecting just physically, are they able to work? So the ones to the left will be taking, they will be taking their clothes off, will be shaving their heads off, and taking all their possessions. So they were physically fit to do work. The ones on the right, unfortunately, they were put to death, to the gas chambers. So he had to figure out a way to compose himself. So one of the lessons that he learns is that they can take everything away from you, but they cannot take your freedom to choose. So he chose to remain composed, strong in the moment. He didn't know whether he was going to be selected for gas chamber or not. He just chose to be composed, be strong, and be resilient. You can find meaning in work, you can find meaning in love, and you can find meaning in tragedy. Life is all about learning and tragic events, obviously. But a psychologist working on a manuscript, actual manuscript to the book, but the Nazis took it away from it. So what he did was just think through, in his mind, even develop, write his own manuscript in his own mind. So he would reiterate until he just ingrained in his mind, eventually until he was free to write the whole manuscript. Imagine his wife. He even thought he saw his wife coming to visit him. That kept him going. He chose to learn from the tragedies, and as a matter of fact, with all the strategies that he implemented, a lot of the prisoners he saw that were committing suicide and all of that because they didn't have a purpose. They just essentially gave up. They gave up. He did not. He kept going. He didn't know whether he was going to survive, but at least he found a purpose to continue.